Hello, I'm Fred Rowe from Sarah Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I've been teaching, guiding, writing, and lecturing on fly fishing since 1982. Well, it's definitely fall weather and it's fall fishing. Let's talk about the Upper Owens River. Well, it's fishing great, both for small fish and big fish. This time of the year, everybody's looking for the big trophy trout. And how do we fish for them? I nymph for them with bigger flies. I'm using size 12 nymphs. And what am I using? Well, I like using my standard patterns for trophy fish up there, the green gold prince nymph and the stoner nymph. We're also using a variation of a gold-ribbed hare's ear. And all three of those flies are producing the big 16 to 20, 24-inch rainbow trout that are now in the Upper Owens system. We're still doing a little better below Benton Bridge, but above Benton Bridge, starting to see a few of the big trophy fish. All right, let's go over to Hot Creek. Well, we're seeing dry fly fishing in there, caddis hatch in the morning with a few tricos before that. In the canyon, it's fishing great. The water's cleared up and we're fishing in there. And I'm nymphing in there more than I'm dry fly fishing. And what am I using? Well, I'm using olive quilligons, beaded flashback pheasant tails, and Frenchies. We're also throwing a few midge patterns in there, like tiger midges and zebra midges and a few blood midges. And what are we catching? We're catching from 12 to 14-inch brown trout and a few small fish on the dry fly during the hatch. Okay, let's talk about crawling. It's still tough. Lake's cleared up. You just got to move around, find fish. Guys are kind of moving up to the north end where the fish are staging, getting ready to go up into the Upper Owens to spawn. So that's where I'd be fishing. And what I'd be fishing with? Well, I'd be fishing with perch young of the year patterns, like olive matukas, perch balance patterns, or woolly buggers. All right, let's head down the hill. Well, by the end of the month, the lower Owens flows are supposed to be at 225, and that's way waitable. It's down to 275 as of today's report. So it's time to hit the river and start weighting it. Well, what am I fishing with out there? Well, there's a midday mayfly hatch, and I'm imitating it again with beadhead flashback pheasant tails, Frenchies, and olive quilligons. And I'm using those in size 16 or 18, depending on the hook and the pattern. All right, once the hatch is over, about 2:30, 3 o'clock, fishing just shuts off and it's time to leave and go find somewhere else to fish. All right, let's talk about my kind of favorite spot because it's so close to home, Bishop Creek Canal. Well, it's slowing down a little bit in terms of fishing pressure, particularly on the weekends. Fishing, it's still getting good. We're nymphing in there, same old, same old. I'm using hotspot pheasant tails and the green gold prince nymph and then the stoner nymph. Then, late afternoons, if the wind comes up, and even if it isn't, I throw a few hoppers out there because there's a few fish still coming up and whacking it. And let's be honest, big rainbow trout that whacks a hopper on the surface, that's just pure fun. So I enjoy doing that. Well, this has been Fred Rowe from Sarah Bright Dot. I can be found on Instagram or Facebook or at Mahogany Smoked Meats on Tuesdays from 9 to 11 or on lpptv.us.